The Batman Who Laughs, Issue 4, The Monster Inside. Narrative. There's a saying here in Gotham. It was adopted from the Miagani tribe, who lived here long ago, before they were all murdered. It goes, happiness is seeing the world through the eyes of children. There's even a Latin version on our subway token, through new eyes. There's truth in it, though. I've never told anyone this, but whenever I have a bad night, whenever I doubt myself or my mission as Batman, like now, I try to see things through my children's eyes. Dick was the first Robin. He had the happiest eyes, circus eyes, weightless, leaping, never falling. But it's true of all of them. So remind yourself, Bruce, now, quickly. Feel it, the joy, the peace it brings. The Batcave, now. The narrative continues. To look into your child's eyes, see the world as they see it. Alfred says, "What have you done?" Batman says, "What I had to." Batman says, "What are you?" Alfred says, "Take that damned thing off right now. Let me see your bloody eyes." Oh my God. Batman says, "Alfred, do not do that again." Alfred says, You're not Bruce anymore." Batman says, "Give me the visor." Alfred says, "No. Every monster you faced, you always won by remaining true to who you are. My boy, Bruce Wayne, I won't let you." Batman says, "Alfred, listen to me very carefully. The Batman Who Laughs, the way his eyes work, he sees through the membrane to the dark multiverse, sees all the things people fear, desire, their urges. His visor is made of dark metal. It lets him filter out the dark energy, the noise, focus to see what he wants to see. I forged the visor in your hands from the dark metal we stripped from Gotham. It's attuned to the same energy as his. If I can learn to use it, I might be able to predict where the next Bruce Wayne is coming through. Beat him at his own game." Alfred says, "Please, I'll take it from you if I have to." "You'll try." Batman says, "Damn it, give it to..." Wham! Alfred says, "No." Batman says, "Ugh. You hit me." Alfred says, "Bruce, I'm so sorry. Batman says, "Rah!" Narrative. Hit. "No. Don't you touch him, Bruce. You've never fought Alfred before. Never. Just his jaw. Bust his eyes to show him who's..." "Stop it. Stop. He loves you. Look at him. Look." Illusions say, "I'm going to cripple you. Hurt you so bad you'll never leave me, ever again." Alfred says, "Bruce, I love you. Look at me." Slam! Batman says, "You think you can hurt me? All you've done for years is hold me back. I've carried you out of pity because you're pathetic. You think you're some father to me? Do you? Well, it's long past time for me to." Alfred says, "Please, Bruce." Batman says, "Stop?" Alfred gasps. Batman says, "Alfred, I'm so sorry." Alfred says, "I know, Bruce, and I'm sorry too. My job is to protect you, though, and I fear there is no protecting you this time." Batman says, "Maybe not, but Batman isn't about me. He never was. He's about everyone else. You taught me that, Alfred. You. Batman is about Gotham. I need to see it as that monster does. The Batman Who Laughs says, "Look at you go." The Batman Who Laughs continues, struggling and fighting, even though there's nowhere to run. There, you can see. Hello. So good to finally meet you, Jim. Jim says, "Mm." The Batman Who Laughs continues, I never told you this, but when I was Batman, you were my best friend. After all, you were the one who taught them how to see Batman for who he was, the light in the sky. But me, as I am now, I never got to meet you. See, on my world, I was born just after Joker finally crossed the line. Killed Croc, Freeze, all the villains, hundreds of people dead. You, though, even then you were determined to bring him in by the book. So to be funny, Joker booby-trapped your notebook with this spring-loaded acid. Commissioner Gordon says, "Gug." The Batman Who Laughs says, "Yes, you made a sound just like that." The thing I remember most was catching your glasses. But I didn't understand what was happening yet. Then I looked up and saw it was because you didn't have a nose anymore. But here you are, nose and all. Ha! Funny, because if it wasn't for your death, Batman wouldn't have killed the Joker, and there'd be no me. See, in a way, you're my best friend too. The Batman Who Laughs says, "So welcome, best friend, to my home beneath Gotham City. I think you'll find it pleasant enough if you behave by my book. On the other hand, if you misbehave, well, you and the Grim Knight, you're decidedly not friends on his world." The Grim Knight says, "Please misbehave, Jim." Commissioner Gordon says, The Batman Who Laughs says, "Don't worry, you won't be here long. We're almost done, Jim. See there, on that table? I already have 4 canisters, and 6 will be just enough to change the whole city. You get to see it this time, Jim. Hey, with the little serum, maybe you and I can even be partners here too." Commissioner Gordon says, "He may think you're some final enemy, some endgame, but you're just one more ridiculous costume in the Arkham intake bin. One more orange jumpsuit. That's right, I see you for what you are." The Batman Who Laughs says, "I'm sure you do, Jim. Here, don't forget these." Elsewhere. Narrative. Dick always liked the rooftops. All of them. Swinging, flying, seeing the city from above. I prefer the streets, with the Batmobile, in disguise as a station wagon, a sedan, a taxi. I like to see the people, remind myself why I do this. Use the visor, Bruce. Focus. See what he sees. The energy patterns. Figure it out. His plan. Where he's headed. But more than this, see them for who they are. Good people. See their dreams, their hopes. They're the children of Gotham. Of... Narrative continues. No, it's not real. Bruce, it's not who they are. Alfred through the radio says, "Batman, are you there?" Batman says, I am." Alfred says, "It appears you were right. The Grim Knight seems to be using the city's electrical grid to direct more energy to certain repositories of dark metal. You stripped most of it out, but there is enough left in some places to create portals. That's how they're doing it, choosing which Bruce Waynes to bring through. If you can figure out where..." Batman says, "I will, Alfred. Patch me through to James." JJ says, "Batman?" Batman says, "Have you found the waterway he's planning to use?" JJ says, I've narrowed it down to 3. I'm about to check the biggest one right now. Batman says, let me know when you're there. Signing off. JJ says, wait. Batman says, what is it, James? JJ says, How are you? Batman says, I'm fine. Call me when... JJ says, wait. Before you go, when I was growing up, my father, he always respected your code, the no killing rule. 1 death, even Jokers, would be a slippery slope. To me, though, that was nonsense. See, before my treatment, I saw people as selfish, small, or cruel. So what happened to them, by my hand or by the hand of Gotham, it was justice. Bad people, bad city, bad fate. It all makes perfect sense. One flat voice. JJ says, now though, being this way, it doesn't match up anymore. Not at all. Bad things happen to good people. There's a disconnect, and that's where emotions come in. Voices go up and down. Batman says, what are you saying? Ka-kum. JJ says, I'm saying I was already who I was long before I killed anyone. The slope isn't the action, it's the belief. It's how you see things. I know how seductive it can be. I miss it even now, the way it all makes sense. Batman says, James, I have to go. I know where he's headed next. JJ says, one last thing though. You asked me back in the sewers if you were going to lose to him, and you won't. But even when you win, in case you can't stop what's happening to you, do you have a fail-safe? Batman? 3 hours prior, beneath Gotham, Last Laugh Resource Compound. Batman says, computer, test water for contaminants. Automatic voice says, full clean. Batman says, test again. Joker says, good for you, Bats. You can never be too careful. Batman says, you. Batman says, why are you here? Clank. Batman's hallucinations say, to hurt you, beat you, to torture you, kill you. Joker says, I'm here to talk. Batman says, talk? I have nothing to say to you. Joker says, easy, Bats. I know you have vaccines, medicines at the ready, but you don't really want me bleeding in your water. Batman says, why, Joker? Why? Wham! Joker says, because I came to say. Batman says, say what? Haha, to laugh? Joker says, to say? Batman says, say what? You got what you wanted. Joker says, no, I didn't. Batman says, what are you talking about? You put that damn toxin in your heart yourself. It was always your final trap. Joker says, you and I will always be at war. You think we matter. I think life is a bad joke. I believe that one day I'll win. That I'll watch you scream at my feet as the city dies. And one day, that day, I will laugh at you. But just once and never again. Here and now, I want you to know that that's not what I want. Batman says, so what then? You want me to win? Joker says, no. Batman says, what then? Joker says, I want neither of us to win, ever. Batman says, so you're here to say goodbye? Joker says, no, Bats. I'm here to say good luck. Batman says, Joker, listen to me. My friend, my aide, if I turn into that monster, he won't be able to do what needs to be done. I know it. He won't be able to. But you, if I turn into him. Joker says, I'll blow your head right off. Batman says, cross your heart. Joker says, and hope you die. Narrative. It was the scariest sound. The laughter. Blackgate Prison. Now. Narrative continues. I'd hear it as soon as I entered this cell block. This section of Blackgate used to be a transitional wing for inmates from Arkham, criminals who'd been treated at the asylum, found rational. You'd think Arkham would be the laughing house, but this wing, the joy the inmates felt having escaped Arkham, it was haunting. Now it's barely used, which is why I am in no rush to strip the dark metal from the pilings in the base. Alfred through the radio says, Sir, the energy reading is rising. Batman says, it's off the charts. This is the place. My guess is whatever portal he's creating will open any second. Alfred says, be careful, sir. If the portal can bring another Bruce Wayne here, couldn't it also bring you to whatever dimension is on the other Guard says, freeze. The guard says, I said freeze. Batman says, listen to me, son. The guard says, shut up. You're him. You're the one who laughs. Narrative. Take him out. Take his uniform. Do it. He's your size. Batman's hallucinations say, shoot. Shoot. The guard says, I'll do it. The narrative continues. Hurt him. Cripple him before. Batman says, I'm not him. Your tag? You're Commanding Officer David Harper. You're 29. You have a wife named Callie and a daughter named Madeline. She's 2. You're a good cop, and I need your help. The guard says, but how do I know you're the real? Batman says, Madeline has a stuffed Batman she takes everywhere. It laughs when you squeeze it. I'm not fond of it because I'm Batman. The guard says, okay. Batman says, I'm here looking for someone, David. As a commanding officer, you can open and close doors. The guard says, where's the person you're looking for? Batman says, he should be around here. Blip. Batman says, somewhere. What in? Penny One, come in. Penny One, this place just changed. I must have crossed through whatever portal is open. This Blackgate is massive. It must be 4 times the size of... Bruce Wayne says, 6 times the size, actually. If you're comparing it to the old Blackgate, we have another island where Arkham used to be, too. I'm Bruce Wayne. I run this place. Welcome. Narrative. To the end of the line, the Grim Knight says, get up, now. Commissioner Gordon says, why? What are you doing? Shrimp. The Grim Knight says, I had made Gotham near perfect, completely under my control. But you brought it all down around my head. See, I don't care what he says. You hunted me on my world, I'm going to hunt you on yours. Now, our ability to get people to this world is limited, but I did bring along some special hounds for the occasion. Now, go. Run, Jim. Skirt. Run. Batman says, Mr. Wayne, listen to me. You're in danger. Bruce Wayne says, ha, I'm in danger. You come in here with the nerve to dress in that costume, and I'm in danger. This isn't the old Gotham. There are no more ways in and out, no swinging doors. I learned the error the hard way. Long ago, as did my family. No, you... Bruce Wayne says, you're in my... Blip. World? What? Where in the hell are we? Batman says, looks like back on my world, complete with swinging doors and hopefully ways out. The guards say, look, over there, the Batman who laughs, stop him. Batman says, Officer Harper, watch Mr. Wayne. The guard says, watch him, but Batman says, just do it. Boom. Batman says, there, that should hold them off for a moment. Officer Harper, wait there. Batman says, Officer Harper, David, stop, beep. Batman says, damn it, I told you I'm Batman. I'm not the Batman who laughs. Clink. The guard says, oh, I know you're not. Ching. Bruce Wayne says, Officer, what are you doing? Bruce Wayne says, stop. Wait, please don't. Slash. Batman says, no. Bruce Wayne says, The guards say, come on, climb over it. Almost through, get him. Batman says, why? Why did you kill him? Why did you kill Bruce Wayne? The guard says, because I know all your tricks, Batman. Let me guess. Right now, you're trying to see past it. The guard continues, past the danger, the terror. Screech! Screech! Commissioner Gordon, out of breath. The guard continues, you're trying to see things through the eyes of your Robins, aren't you? Screech! 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 Commissioner Gordon says, no, stay away. Rip! Crunch! Commissioner Gordon says, please, stop. Someone help me. One of the Robins says, crow, crow, crow. The guard continues, through the eyes of your so-called children. But they knew, Batman, the hope you saw in people, it was a lie. That's why Dick, why all of them stayed high above. But I'm here to tell you the truth. I'll even take the digital mask off so you can see. Batman says, no, 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 no. The guard continues, yes, the hard truth is, you're finally seeing things clearly. Because, for the first time ever, you're looking at Gotham through the eyes of your real children. Your truest child, the Batman who laughs. In other words, the Batman who laughs says, me. The guards say, turn around, slowly. One false move and we... Batman says, no, no, he's right there. Stop him. The guard says, he said, turn around, now. The Batman who laughs says, mask initiate. Listen to me. This is Commanding Officer Harper, the Batman who laughs. He killed Bruce Wayne, and he's got a trigger device. Take him out now. The guards say, yes, sir. Batman says, no, wait. Narrative. I tell myself to see the best, the good, but as I turn, all I see is... Narrative continues. Red. The guards say, open fire.